think I had made a little bit of a mistake. The day that my tattoo started to literally fall off. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a little kind of like a story time, a little tips on getting your tattoo, and kind of like just all in general my experience with getting my first tattoo. So I did get a lot of requests for this video, so thank you so much, and if there's any other videos you want to see, then please don't hesitate to let me know, because obviously you guys are the ones watching, not me, therefore it should be what you want to watch. So yeah, I'm just going to jump straight into this video, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to smash a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's just get into today's video. Okay, so before I jump into my experience and kind of where I'm sitting right now with my tattoo, I'm going to tell you guys just a few little tips, just kind of like your common sense tips, but I did get a few questions in about these, so I am going to answer them right now. So I just personally think the first thing you need to think of when you want a tattoo is, where do you want it done, as in where on your body, why do you want it done, and what if it's something that you like right now and you're not going to like it in 10 years time. I know some people live by, like, I've done it now, I can worry about it in 10 years. Okay, so just for example's sake, say, just as an example, your favourite Netflix series is Pretty Little Liars. So obviously that is such a large Netflix series, it was so popular and everyone loved it, but now it's kind of finished. I'm not saying that nobody watches it anymore, but it's kind of finished, it's kind of, you know, it's fallen off the face of the earth, and then you've got this tattoo that dedicates to that. Now you might be thinking, well, I wouldn't be stupid enough for that, but some people do get that. Or if you get a tattoo of your favourite singer and then you don't like them, or you get a tattoo of a character from your favourite movie and then you don't like that movie. So it's something that is on your body for life, and as much as that is obvious, people forget about that when they come to get them. And I think that's how there's so many mistakes. Like, I love watching tattoo fixers. It is like, if you don't know what to watch and you're like okay watching tattoos, then watch that, because some of the stuff that people come in with is crazy. Like, how could you have even got that done when you were drunk? Like, would you have been stupid enough? Like, honestly. But I just think that definitely see like what you want, see where you want it, and like, I got a heart, therefore it's something that I'm not going to hate, because it's just a shape, it's an object, it's nothing. As when you go down the words and you go down different characters and different things like that, you do really need to think about them. And then my second tip is to think about the tattoo artist or the parlour you are going to. So for my case, I went to a place that had got several different piercings done. I had been in that place quite a few times, and I had went to them for a good couple of years to get my piercings done. So I knew the place well, I knew I liked the place. They had like loads of different artwork from all of their tattoo artists upon the walls. They also had a little kind of like a TV screen, which was like a little slideshow flicking through different work that artists have done. So I knew I wanted to go there, and I had heard so many good things. Obviously me getting a heart, that wasn't a big creative piece, but obviously you still want to go somewhere that you know is hygienic, you know is good, and you know that isn't just going to do a sloppy mushy mess on your body, because as I said, you are left with it for your rest of your life. But I will go in to my little story in a few little seconds. Okay, so another thing that I got asked is the pain level. Now, I did not ever understand when you ask someone what was the pain like, and they used to say you can't describe it. Never used to ask that, because as much as you can't always describe pain, you can normally find something, like it's sharp, or it's just a really sore pain, or it's like a shooting pain, or it feels like I've just done this, or it feels like I've just been hit with that. Like, you always find something, but with this you can't. I can't even describe it to be like getting a piercing or getting a jag or getting something else, because those needles are so different. Those needles are a lot thicker. You get a jag, it's a really thick needle. You get a piercing, it's a little bit thicker. I mean, look at the size of like an earring, so it's like that. As these are little tiny like hundreds of little tiny needles that all go into you at once really quickly, like go in and out and in and out and in and out. So pain level, I got mine done on my finger, and because your finger's not got fat or anything like that, like I got mine done on the side. So I'm not going to show you guys my tattoo right now, so I'll show you like what I'm talking about on a different finger. So obviously it's just bone there, your fat's on top and your fat's underneath, so it's just bone. So I was just on pure bone. I think your finger is supposed to be one of the sorer places, but I have done a full video. I took you guys along with me to the place where I got my tattoo done, so I will definitely link that video down below. And you guys really like that video, so I'm going to be taking you when I get a next tattoo, and hopefully that won't be long because I'm really wanting another one. But yeah, pain level wise, I suppose it depends. Like, I feel like I can't answer this question because it depends on what you think is painful and what you don't think is painful, what your pain tolerance is, what you get done, what body part it is, what colour the ink is, what design it is, what shape it is, everything like that. I would say it's bearable. It's a very bearable pain, but that was just for me. So in my experience, when I got my tattoos on, I felt like the pain was bearable. I felt like I could have sat there for hours getting it done. There was a point, obviously, because I was on bone, where it was a little bit sorer. But yeah, from probably 1 to 10, I'd maybe say like a bearable 6. Like, it wasn't like excruciating, it wasn't anything crazy, just a very bearable pain. And I don't want to answer this question wrong, in case, because everyone gets a different kind of experience, but then I don't want to not answer the question. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying, but obviously with it being kind of up to each person, and white ink, when you're getting white ink it's really sore. When you're getting black it's less painful. I got red, so mine was kind of, I think mine was supposed to be a wee bit sorer because it was red, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm going to kind of go on to my experience, but if you guys have any other questions then I am more than happy to do another video on a tattoo, on kind of like tattoo tips. Obviously my channel isn't around tattoos, but it's kind of like lifestyle and beauty and makeup and stuff, so it could fall under the lifestyle. And I did vlog me getting my tattoo, so I thought it was only right, especially to do this video as well as you guys asked. Okay, so I can only apologise if the angle has changed a little bit. My camera memory card had just ran out, even though I just checked that it wouldn't run out, but it did. So yeah, as I said, I'm just going to go on to my experience. So my experience was relatively good. As I spoke about when I was telling you guys a few little tips on getting your tattoo done, I had decided to go with this place because I had previously got piercings. I had got piercings in my belly button, I had got my ears, so I had got, I say, a range of places. I know it was 2 different places, but at the same time, every single time I went, they were so hygienic, they were so lovely. And as I seen, I would always see great work on the walls when I've got them on Facebook, so they were constantly posting different people's tattoos and their work was really good. So I decided to go to that place for my tattoo. So I had messaged them and we had arranged a date. My tattoo cost me £40. Now you might be thinking that's really expensive for such a small tattoo, but most tattoo places will take a minimum. So the minimum for me was £40. My tattoo could have been a little dot, or my tattoo could have been anything up to about that. Obviously I decided to get a relatively small one on my finger, therefore I still had to pay the price even though it was small, and it was literally a 5-minute job. As I said, I will leave that video link down below when I took you guys to get the tattoo done. I had briefly snipped out a little couple of seconds of me actually getting my tattoo done because the way everything was situated, we couldn't get the camera right in to film it all, so you guys can't see it all, and I didn't want you all just watching my hand sitting there with the tattoo artist's hands like all over it. So I'd briefly snapped out a couple of little seconds, but the most of that clip is still in, so you guys will know that it literally took 2 seconds. So as I said, going back to the start, I had decided I wanted this place because I had been there before, great experience, and had seen all their work and was very happy with it. I then went on to obviously message them, we had arranged a date and I was asked to pay a £10 deposit, so I went up and I paid the £10 deposit. So when the date had finally came, I had turned 18 on the Saturday, Kyle had took me to Glasgow on the Sunday night, the Monday night, and we came back on the Tuesday. So I was kind of like, do you know, what do you do to prep for a tattoo? You just get a little bit nervous, especially when it is the first tattoo. So on the Wednesday, obviously I vlogged it, so YouTube really helps me when I'm feeling a little bit rubbish, when I'm feeling a little bit anxious, whatever. So I felt like vlogging it really helped with my kind of anxiety towards it, or like kind of like my nervousness towards it. So obviously I don't vlog in public a lot, so obviously I was a little bit more focusing on that than I was the actual tattoo itself. So I went in, I had filled in a few forms, I had just basically the little form just obviously for the tattoo, and then I went upstairs. So he showed me the little kind of stencil type thing that they put in your skin, and I was happy with that. He measured it up to my finger, so we were happy with that size. We had both agreed that that way it was looking alright, that size was looking okay. And then I sat down and he stuck that on, like he cleaned the area, he stuck that on, and then he kind of got himself completely ready. Then he started, and as soon as he started, like, you could feel it. I'll admit that, you can feel it. Of course you've got a couple of hundreds or whatever of needles going in and out your skin in like half a second, but yeah. So initially when I had went, I had asked just for the outline. So I'll pop a little picture on screen of what I had asked for. But what I had got I really preferred. So I just asked for the outline, I had asked for it in red rather than black. So once he was doing it, I couldn't really see when I was sitting my finger like that. I couldn't see because obviously his hands were covering it, especially with being such a small tattoo. I think he had made a little bit of a mistake. So obviously, as I said, I had asked for the outline and I had walked out with it blocked coloured, which I'll put a picture of what my tattoo looked like once I'd got it done. So after that, obviously I was quite happy and I really prefer it. So when I go and get it topped up, I will be saying to them that I want it filled in, just in case I do end up doing the outline. But I do prefer it, just obviously when I was looking on Google and looking on Pinterest and stuff like that, all the tattoos, all the hearts on your finger, they're all outlines and never filled in, but I do really prefer it being filled in. So we wrapped it up obviously and I was on my merry way. So I left it on for the amount of time. They gave me a little care card away with me and told me to use coconut oil or something like that. So obviously I know that other people use different types of creams and stuff, but I just wanted to use what they had said and told me to do and use because it was my first tattoo. So I left the little thing on, or the little plastic wrap on, for however long they had said, I can't remember. I just remember smelling like a sandwich because it was like cling film you would wrap your sandwich in. But I then give it a little wash, just a little brief wash, just obviously to remove any excess tattoo ink or any excess blood, and obviously just to give my finger a little wash because it had been wrapped up in that plastic wrap. So I then went and put some coconut oil on it, and I had been doing that every single day continuously so that it wouldn't crust, it wouldn't scab, and it would heal properly. So I'm trying to think, I'll pop the picture on screen and also the date on screen of the day that my tattoo started to literally fall off. Like, it fell off. No exaggeration, you'll be able to see this picture. So I remember just looking at it and the outline was there. Now you guys might be wondering what I mean when I had said that I think the guy had made a mistake. The reason I think that is because when my tattoo was like falling off, it was only the inside portion. So please listen away if you don't like this, but I don't think he had put the needle deep enough into my skin, so he hadn't pushed the ink into my skin deep enough for my skin to hold the tattoo properly. So that's why it was like falling off. Okay, so when this started to happen, I did contact them, I sent them pictures, and they had blamed it on the fact that it was a finger tattoo. So if you want like your fingers done and places where the skin is really, really thin, it is harder to find a tattoo artist that will kind of do it for you. So my £40 included a top up as well as my tattoo, which is obviously really, really good, so I don't need to pay that. And then each top up after that is the same price as the tattoo, so it would be another £40, which is quite annoying, but it's quite expensive, but you know. So they had blamed it was because it was a finger tattoo, they blamed it was because like your fingers rub, but when I show you guys in a little second what it looks like now, you'll be able to see that the heart is there. And if it was because of the rubbing, half of the heart would be away, and it wouldn't just be because like it was just the middle bit that came off. It was just the middle bit that was all peeling and cracking, and if anything I would have actually expected it to be the outside bit. Like you literally could peel my tattoo off. I didn't pick it, I constantly made sure it was moisturised. And as I said, I used the product that they did recommend to me. I got coconut oil and they did recommend that. I applied it with a Q-tip and I applied it with my finger. So I've done everything that they asked me to do, and this is now how my tattoo looks. So please ignore my scabby fake tan. As you guys know, it's tan day. That is how my tattoo looks. So you can briefly see in the middle that it is a different colour from my skin. And then the outside, that's a little bit like that went deeper, and then you're kind of like missing a bit there and a bit there, and then that one went a wee bit deeper and that bit went a wee bit deeper. So you can see where it's really, really pigmented is where it went really, really deep, or went where it was supposed to, if you get what I mean. And then other bits you can see colour, but it's not as deep, and then some of it is lost, and then the full inside is lost. So that's what made me think I had made a little bit of a mistake, so coloured it in. But rather than colouring it in properly, done a rush job, but done it quickly and kind of rushed me out the door. So it was like, he almost wasn't interested. It was a quick 5-minute job and he couldn't be bothered doing it really. That's just personally how I felt with that. So I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Definitely head over to my Instagram and follow me over there. I'll leave it on screen just for any more updates on my life, my tattoos and everything like that. And also when I'm going to post videos and what I'm going to post, because I post a lot of sneak peeks over there. All my socials are always down below. And I've also started doing TikTok, so definitely go and follow me over there. I'll leave that on screen as well for y'all, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to smash the big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!